Welcome everyone to my Abomasnow spotlight video, and I know I haven't been active at all. It's been over a month. It's been almost 2 months since I uploaded my last video. It was about, I think, the Catacomb Meta Simplified Guide, and I haven't been uploading because I haven't really been playing at all because my Wi-Fi it's almost dead. Like, it's unplayable on my Wi-Fi. I have to play on mobile data, and still it creates a lot of issue. Like, I know like there are a lot of lag issues with the game, but regardless of the game issues, my internet is pretty bad here, and I don't know if you can hear it or not. Like, it's raining hard. It's been raining for 2 days continuously, and when it rains my internet goes bye-bye, and even my mobile data sometimes causes issues during the rain. So it's very hard for me to play. I know like I can get better internet and whatnot, but like we're going to shift from this place, so I am not bothering with a new internet connection, a new ISP and whatnot. So it's really been rough for me, and I know like I'm actually pretty free. Like I don't have much studies left. Like, classes are low. Like I get a lot of free time, but I haven't been playing lately. I have been playing somewhat Age of Empires 2. That like 20 years old game. I played the definitive edition, and like sometimes I have been playing Valorant with my friends. Now Valorant they cause a lot less issues than Pokemon Go. Like, the Pokemon Go GBL is kind of busted with the fast move desync and a lot of other issues that the community already recognized and suggested for a fix to Niantic. So thank you Pokemon Go Stadium for that. And so let's get into this video. I don't want to like drag this too long. So today I'm going to feature a Ultra League team with Abomasnow. It is a fantastic one for Ultra League, but I haven't seen any Abomasnows. Like, I've played about around 150 matches in Ultra League, and I saw like 6 or 7 Abomasnow out of them. Like, so few Abomasnows, but Abomasnow is so great. It beats all grasses, both Venusaur and Tangrowth and any other grasses that they might bring, and it beats almost all waters except for Empoleon. It beats Lapras too. It crushes Swampert, but like Empoleon gives it some trouble, but like it's not that bad. So I'm using Abomasnow with Weather Ball, Powder Snow, Weather Ball, and Energy Ball. Excellent moveset. And because I'm leading with it, I need 2 anti-steals in the back. So I chose Machamp with Counter, Cross Chop, and Rock Slide. You can definitely use Shadow Machamp here. And I have gone for Charizard with Fire Spin, Blast Burn, and Dragon Claw. Now, the suggested team that I found on PvPoke was Abomasnow, Machamp, and Drifblim, but I don't have a Drifblim, and I chose Charizard instead of Drifblim because this is number 2 reason, because Charizard has way better matchups versus Snorlax and Obstacle. Because if your Machamp is down and your opponent has a backline Obstacle, it can almost sweep your whole team. Like, it can sweep both Abomasnow and Drifblim if they have a backline Obstacle. So I've opted out to Charizard, but you definitely can use Drifblim, and in some cases you actually need Drifblim. I'm going to get to it later. So it's actually a sad story. So I started rank 8 at around 2150 points. Okay, so that's not really high. That's like moderate. That's a lot higher than a lot of people I know. that was during Great League. Okay, that was season 2 Great League, season 3 Great League, sorry. So I rose up to around 2300 points. I rose around 2350 points. So that's not very high, but during Great League it was quite decent, because a lot of people haven't really reached rank 9 yet. That was during the Great League. And then I lost 200 points. So I lost 200 points and I dropped down to 2100 again. And then Ultra League came and I tested out a few teams and I lost another 100 points. So I lost about 300 points and ended up at 2000. Yes, I lost 300 points. So I made a lot of mistakes. I got crushed. My teams weren't all right. And then I stumbled upon this team. And after that, I rose about almost 200 points from 2000. So I'm almost at 2200 again. I know like this is like a lot lower than the top players in the world. Like they're over 2700 at this point. They're racing towards rank 10 and I haven't even reached rank 9 yet. But like I don't actually feel down about it, and I actually trying to learn from my mistakes and trying to perfect my team and perfect my place with this team. So let's get into the sets. So the first match, I'm facing a Venusaur lead. I have been facing a lot of Venusaur lead. This is fantastic. The opponent switches into Gyarados, and if you guys didn't know, Abomasnow even beats Gyarados. You go straight Weather Ball and you win. I would suggest shielding the Crunch. Now this is a Crunch. I'm going to shield that, or else I would have to shield the Aqua Tail in the end. If you shield a Crunch, you're set. You can tank the next Aqua Tail and you can survive with red HP and your opponent can't even farm. So even though I'm down a shield, I am up quite a lot of energy and my Abomasnow is almost half health. Now Abomasnow loves seeing electric types, like except for Magnezone. Magnezone does give it some trouble, but it's not really that bad. So why Abomasnow over Venusaur? What does it have over Venusaur? What it has over Venusaur is the dragons and the electrics. Like Venusaur is great versus electrics, but Abomasnow crushes Ampharos and Dragonite teams, and it is also way better versus the flyers, the Drifblims, and the occasional Honchkrows if you like come across it. So here, my opponent is basically switch locked versus, it's a RPS match. He's basically switch locked versus all hard counters. It's basically GG at this point. So, that's what Abomasnow has. Also, Abomasnow has over Venusaur is the Gallade matchup. So Venusaur gets crushed by Gallade. Gallade can straight Confusion down Venusaur, but it cannot Confusion down Abomasnow because Confusion is neutral and Leaf Blade is resisted. So it has to land the close combat, and if you shield correctly, if it cannot bait correctly, you can go straight Weather Ball down the Gallade. So here I took the first match. Now match number 2. So let's see what my opponent has. Again, a Venusaur lead, fantastic lead. Now you need a perfect IV Abomasnow, but my Abomasnow is not perfect. It's actually 12, 15. Now I should have thrown the Weather Ball there. If I threw the Weather Ball there, it would have been way better, because then I could have gone for one cross chop and farm down Alolan Muck, because counters are neutral. So people underestimate Abomasnow a lot, but guys, the Weather Ball spam is just legit. Like, it's so good. Now I am going to counter down this Muck. I can survive a Sludge Wave at this point. So if I threw that Weather Ball, I had 2. So if I threw that Weather Ball, I wouldn't have to spend this one shield and I would have been up a shield. But still I'm up energy, so It doesn't really matter. So he comes back with Venusaur. I go with Rock Slide, and he shields, and he's going to farm me down. Now I could have swapped, but I didn't because my mom would get switched out because I don't know what he has in the back. So I go straight Weather Ball, and I am going to shield this because I don't know what he has in the back. He might have a Swampert in the back. So, and he has a Gyarados in the back. So like my gut was right. So so you are seeing the Abomasnow matchups. Now what matchups does Abomasnow hard lose to? Like it loses to Counter Lead, but the main problem that I faced with this team is Charizard leads. If you face the triple starter team with Charizard lead and Swampert and Venusaur in the back, I have faced this team about 4 or 5 times and I have lost every single time because they just aligned hard RPS counters to my team and I couldn't come back. So if you think that you are going to face a few or a lot of Charizard leads, or if you are afraid of Charizard leads, I would actually suggest getting Drifblim instead of Charizard, because Drifblim has way better matchups versus the triple starter team than Charizard does. So I would actually suggest getting Drifblim if you are afraid of Charizard lead. And if not, then you can actually run this team. It's pretty solid, and it's very solid versus the dark types in the back if they have any, because Charizard isn't really weak to the dark types, the normal types, Snorlax and Obstacle. So I got off a shield. Now what mistake I do here is I shield. I should have just sacked my Machamp and got off energy on my Charizard, because this team, this team isn't really an RPS team. This team is shield and energy based team. So if you can get in an energy lead or a shield lead on Charizard and Machamp, they can literally sweep any team. Even against teams they hard lose to, they can sweep if they have an energy lead or shield advantage. So that's why you're going to see that if I actually face Empoleons or something, I actually sack my Abomasnow to get energy on my Machamp, because Machamp with energy and shields, it's busted. It can like shred down any team. But like the mistake I do here is I double shield my Machamp, and he has Swampert in the back. He's going to go double Hydro Cannon and take down my Charizard. So I should have just let my Machamp go. I would have been up 2-1 shields with energy on my Charizard or energy on my Abomasnow. Even if Abomasnow went down, I could have double blast burned this Swampert with my Charizard, because my Charizard would have 2 shields then, and if I sacked my Abomasnow. With 2-0 shields, my Charizard could easily beat his Swampert. Because it would tank 1 Hydro Cannon, right? So even if it got to 3 Hydro Cannons, I would get to 2 Blast Burns and KO Swampert. So that was a huge mistake on my part. So try to get energy advantage or a shield advantage from your opponent if they swap into safe swap into Charizard there. Now one thing I've noticed is if your opponent safe swaps into Charizard, you throw 1 Weather Ball. Because if you throw 1 Weather Ball, Machamp doesn't really have to bait cross chops and land Rock Slide, or if you swap into your own Charizard, you don't need to land a Blast Burn. You can go straight Dragon Claw, and even if they go Blast Burn, your Charizard is going to tank. So here you're going to see that he's going to double shield and actually win back switch advantage, which is bad for my team, which is very bad for my team. So that's one mistake there. I actually learned this as I kept playing. So in the later sets, you're going to see that I actually throw 1 Weather Ball before I swap, because Weather Ball is just so energy efficient that you're going to get to it really fast. So here I swapped, but the game didn't let me swap. Like I knew he was going to swap into his Ampharos. I tapped my Abomasnow and it still didn't swap, and I had to burn a shield. And this shield is going to cost me. I think I lose this game. I'm not too sure, but I think I'm going to lose this game. He probably has Water type in the back. I think I'm not sure. I get This Dragon Claw isn't going to KO. Now, Abomasnow isn't really too frail. Like, I thought it's going to be a lot frail because in GL it's very frail. But in Ultra League, yes, he has Empoleon on the back, and this Empoleon is going to just waterfall my Charizard down. This Dasburn isn't going to KO. So if I got that switch off against that Ampharos and I had that shield, I could have easily won this match. So, the game has issues. What can I do here? But like, this was, I don't think like I made any mistakes in this match. That Wither Ball, I should have thrown that Wither Ball. So if they swap into Charizard or Alumuk, throw one Wither Ball, swap out into your own Charizard or into your own Machamp, depending on your opponent. So if your opponent leads with Venusaur and swaps into Charizard, swap into your Machamp, because Machamp is going to have a lot harder matchup versus Venusaur in the back, and you would have both Charizard and Abomasnow. And if not, then swap into something else. So here I'm facing a Dragonite lead. I have faced quite a few Dragonites because Dragonite is fantastic versus the starters, and I've seen a lot of starters, a lot of Swampert, Charizard and Venusaur lead. So Dragonite, a very solid lead. I might actually make a Dragonite team. So here I can farm down his Scavalier and he switches into his Ampharos, and I can just go straight cross chop down his Ampharos. Ampharos is pretty spammy, but this team isn't actually afraid of Ampharos because both Machamp and Abomasnow can handle Ampharos comfortably. So here I get off another cross chop. I think this was the CMP type. I think I'm not sure. No, he didn't throw. This was the CMP type. So he has a lot of energy, but my Charizard has shields. So this, you're going to see like Charizard, the power of Charizard with shields. Like, I am going to double shield and fire spin his Ampharos down. And he has his Scavalier in the back. I do not need to shield anything. Even if this is a Mega Horn, it's double resisted. Aerial Ace, neutral, doesn't do anything. One fire spin down. Dragon Claw, end. So like, even though like I lost switch advantage there, but like because I had shields, I could sweep the backline with Charizard and Machamp paired up. So this is why Machamp and Charizard is very deadly. So I go 3 and 2 in this set. Not very good, not very bad either. So I'm facing a Swampert lead. Very positive for Abomasnow. Do not shield anything from Swampert, even if it has Sludge. I think I got one Swampert that has Sludge Wave. Apart from that, I didn't face any Swampert with Sludge Wave. So he swapped into Snorlax. Now I learned from my past mistakes. I'm going to throw an Energy Ball. You don't need to actually throw the Energy Ball. You can throw one Wither Ball and swap out, because then the Snorlax will not get to a Skull Bash. And here, even if this is a superpower, Machamp would tank this and you can farm down Snorlax. So with this, I come out with 100 energy on my Machamp, and I can go double back-to-back cross chops. And if that Swampert doesn't throw, I'm going to get to a third cross chop. So he has to throw his charge. So you see how much damage that Machamp did. That Machamp almost took out almost 2 mons, Snorlax and Swampert, because I threw that Energy Ball. If I didn't throw that Energy Ball, I would have to shield my Machamp once, because he would get to 2 body slams, I think. Yes, he gets to 2 body slam if I didn't throw that Wither Ball. That's why I threw that Wither Ball. And in the later matchups, you're going to see that I either throw a Wither Ball or I throw an Energy Ball, because in Abomasnow you really don't care about energy, because it's so spammy and fast that like you don't actually need to store energy for the back end matchups versus Abomasnow. You just need shields, and that's pretty much it. So even if this is a Sludge Bomb, I could have tanked it. Now I take him down. I do not need to shield anything, and I get Dragon Claw. Now it's basically over at this point. So he shields and it's over. So he just stops there and just fire spin him down. So I'm sorry about the bad audio quality. It's raining very hard. if you guys can actually hear it. I am going to try to reduce the noise in post. So Alolan Muck. So this is a fairly neutral match. You just need to shield the Sludge Wave. Now I don't know if you guys noticed or not, general trend, I like to double up a lot, and here because I doubled up, I will get to a double Wither Ball, and here I got a self piggyback off. I denied him one Snarl. Because I denied him that Snarl, you're going to see. He's going to throw a Dark Pulse. Is it Dark Pulse? Yeah, I do not need to shield that. That's 4 Snarls. Because I did the back-to-back Wither Balls, I got a self piggyback off. I do not need to shield that Dark Pulse. He didn't get to that Dark Pulse. So that is why getting back-to-back moves is very good, but my opponent plays very good here. Like now he's using my tactic against me. He has Charizard, and he has Charizard with shield and Gyarados with shield. With this he can just take down my team. It's basically over at this point because he has energy and he has shield. So he's going to shield that and Dragon Breath my Charizard down. So I don't actually know what I should have done here. Maybe I should have sacked my Abomasnow, like let my Abomasnow go. But like he played really well here. So in this position, I think that Drifblim would have been better, because Drifblim would have been more tankier and it would have fallen off a Shadow Ball. This is going to farm me down. I get lag and my Wi-Fi, yes, extreme bad lag. So I think we both lagged there, but still my Wi-Fi is terrible. So I'm going to switch to my mobile data now and continue my sets. So I'm already up 130 points, and after that I rose up. Today I rose around 40 points. I'm over 2200 at this point. I'm with this same team. So Gyarados, this is a waterfall Gyarados, and again I'm going to double up. And because this is a waterfall Gyarados, I choose not to shield the crunch. If this was a Dragon Breath Gyarados, I would actually shield the first crunch and then let go of the Aqua Tail, because he wouldn't get to a second crunch because I would outpace him. So Weather Ball, and I outpace him. I spent 0 shields and he spent 1, and I have a bonus and I won the lead. So this is how hard you can win. Now you are going to see how deadly Abomasnow is. So I got off a Weather Ball, right? And my Abomasnow is terrible, I believe. I get off another Weather Ball. So Abomasnow, spending 0 shields, almost swept 2 mons solo. This is how deadly Abomasnow is. Now I do not need to shield that Sludge Bomb. I just tank it, and he has, what does he have? He has a Honchkrow in the back that's spicy. And even if he had Swampert in the back, Machamp with shields would easily beat Swampert. So, good games. Abomasnow, like, so good. So, this is match number 3 or 4? I think this is match number 4 in this set. I think, I'm not sure. So this is the Gallade matchup I was talking about. You're going to see, like, it's not really that bad. So I really should have doubled up there. This is one mistake. If I doubled up, I might have denied him 1 confusion. So always try to double up if you are in a neutral or a positive matchup, because doubling up will give you a lot of advantage if you can get a self piggyback off. And in some matches denying that one fast move is everything. I won a lot of matchups with 1 HP because I denied my opponent that one fast move because of my self piggyback. So with Machamp and Abomasnow, I usually try to double piggyback. So here, you saw that in neutral shields, Abomasnow actually beats Gallade if you shield the close combat. And here he is going to swap into his Empoleon, and I am going to get off a cross chop, but this is not going to KO his Empoleon. So I let this. I don't have any shields left. This is a drill pick. Machamp is going to survive this drill pick. Now, what does my opponent have? Gallade, and he has Venusaur in the back. So I should have thrown my cross chop there, but it doesn't matter. Again, fast move desync. I tapped my Blastburn, but Venusaur still got Sludge Bomb. I have no idea how, because Charizard is always going to win CMB versus Venusaur, and I go straight Blastburn and KO that Venusaur. So because of that one shield advantage, you saw that because of that one shield advantage, I could actually, even though I didn't have switch, I could actually sweep this team with, almost sweep this team with Machamp and Charizard in the back with one extra shield. So try to get shield advantage or energy advantage over your opponent. It's going to help a lot. So again, he swapped into his Venusaur. I'm going to throw a Weather Ball and swap out. So one mistake I do here is I should have swapped out instantly there, and I swap into a Sludge Bomb. I swap into a Sludge Bomb. I don't know why. I should have just swapped there, but like it doesn't really matter. But like I have to burn one shield here. Like this is not ideal, but like it doesn't matter. Like I still win RPS versus this opponent. So I'm going to fire spin him down. I have a Dragon Claw ready. He's going to come back with his Dragonite, Dragon Claw. I might get to another Dragon Claw. It does over half. So you see how much damage these fire spins are doing to Dragonite, right? Like I was amazed that Dragonite is taking so much damage from fire spins, because Dragonite in Ultra League is very frail. Is very frail. And I am going to Powder Snow him down. Now this is a weird match because he has Blaziken in the back. Now I'm panicking. I'm panicking what I should do, because all my moves are resisted versus Blaziken. I try to shield bait there and he doesn't shield. Now one mistake he does here, he will not shield this energy ball. You're gonna see, and he probably is trying to go for a Brave Bird, and I counter him down. Like I got so lucky here. Like this was a losing match for me. I thought he was going to counter my Abomasnow down and go straight Brave Bird one-shot my Machamp, but like he was too late on that, and one mistake he did was not shielding that energy ball. So I hope this video helped. I hope you guys didn't get disheartened by it, by greatly. So this was it. This is Bhuvan Ahmed signing out.